Greetings, everybody. Jeffrey Guterman here with the Strat-O-Matic Network. I'm in Studio B, and we're continuing with our 1962 replay. This is the third of a three-game series between St. Louis at Houston. St. Louis Cardinals at the Houston Colt 45s. It's dated April 26, 1962. Pitching for St. Louis, Bob Gibson. He has a record of 2-0. And Ken Johnson for Houston. He is 2-0. Also, they're both right-handers. Let's look at our opening lineups. For the Cardinals, it's Flood leading off in center. Javier at second base. White at first. Musial in right. Boyer at third. Oliver catching. Minnie Minoso in left field. Julio Gotay at short. Pitching and batting ninth, Bob Gibson. For Houston, it is Bob Aspromonte leading off at third. Amalfitano at second. Larker at first. Pendleton in left field. Mejias in right. Merritt Renew catching. Heist in center. Lillis at short, and pitching and batting ninth is Ken Johnson. And the Houston Colt 45s take the field. We're in Colt Stadium. Attendance 15,219. Actually 15,129. But in this replay, we'll keep it at 219. Johnson on the mound. Leading it off is Curt Flood. We have Kathy Harden for Gibson and the Cards. Already 2-0. Okay, Johnson is ready. Here's the pitch to Flood, 6'8", right-handed, single one to 18, goes through for a base hit. So Flood is on. Went to 13, went to 12, not held. Here's Julian. Infield back, he's an A bunter. He hits it to first down the line. Larker getting to it, 9, and his only play is to take it to the bag for 1 out, and Flood advances to second. A sacrifice bunt by Julian Javier. Good day to you, Rick. Now here's Bill White. .35 right-handed, grounds it to first, A. Again, it's Larker takes it to the bag, and Flood advances to third. So 2 outs, clutch situation for Stan Musial with Flood on third, 2 down. 1-6 right-handed, hit well into the gap cutoff. It's a base hit, and Flood comes home. So Musial with a clutch single to put St. Louis ahead 1-0 off Johnson. One to 19 not being held. Here's Ken Boyer now. That's 5'10", right-handed, grounder to short X. For Lillis, 324. That's a 5-3, and he throws him out. And that will retire the side. There was one run on 2 hits, a sacrifice bunt, which helped set that up, and 1 left on after a half. St. Louis won, and Houston coming up. Now here's Gibson. Bob Aspromonte leading it off for Houston. That's 4-8, right-handed, struck him out. So Gibson with his first strikeout. Here's Amalfitano. Three-four right-handed, grounder to second for Julian. And he throws it to White. 2 down. And Norm Larker steps up to the plate. 1-7 right-handed, fly ball center for Flood. He makes the catch, and that's a 1-2-3 inning for Gibson. We've gone 1. It's 1-0 St. Louis. Here's Ken Johnson out again. Gene Oliver, the catcher, leads it off for the Cards. 2-9 right-handed, struck him out. First strikeout for Johnson. Now Minnie Minoso. .49 right-handed, hit well by Minoso. Deep to left, back goes Pendleton, and he makes the catch. At the warning track, 2 outs. And we have a question, top of the 3rd, from Kathy Harden. Trivia questions. Okay, Julio Gotay is the batter. Here's Johnson into his windup. And the pitch to Gotay. 5-11 right-handed, fly ball left X. Pendleton 3-11. 11-3, it's going to be an E11 roll. 6. And he makes the catch. And the side is retired. Nice catch by Pendleton. 1-2-3 inning. We move to the bottom of the 2nd. It's 1-0 Cards. Here's Jim Pendleton to lead it off. There's the pitch. 6-8 right-handed, grounder to short, and Gotay has it. He throws it over to White, 1 out. Now Roman Mejias. Pitch from Gibson, 3-10 right-handed. That's a base hit for Mejias off Gibson. Mejias 1-16, being held 1-14. And Merritt Renew, the batter. 1-2. Oh my, home run 1-16, it is gone. Merritt Renew has just hit a 2-run home run off Gibson to put Houston ahead 2-1. Let's look at it again. 1-2, right-handed. Home run 1-16, and that's what it is. Roman Mejias with the home run, a 2-run home run. And for Mejias, that's home run number 3 on the season. Oh, I'm sorry, that was Merritt Renew. Oh, God. Well, good thing I caught it. For Merritt Renew, that's his first home run of the season. Oh. And it's a 2-1 game. Okay, Al Heiss, the batter now. Gibson into his windup. Here's the pitch, 5-7, right-handed, struck him out. Second for Gibson. And Bob Lillis with 2 outs, nobody on. Ah, 2-9. Right-handed, base hit to left. Minoso throws it back in. Lillis being held 1-15. 1-13 with the lead. And here comes Ken Johnson now. No, that's Renew does not have a great card. No, you're right. He just hit that sweet spot. 3-7, grounder to second. And Julian throws it to White. The side is retired. There were 2 runs on the 2-run home run by Merritt Renew. I remember him on the Pilots in our 69 replay. After 2, it's 2-1 Houston. And now stand by for Kathy. She's got the trivia question. Wait for it now. Here it is. He was the last of the Colt 45 still with the team and active, but was traded to Atlanta in '68. Know him. Who? Traded to Atlanta. He was the last of the Colt 45 still with the team. And Kathy says Ken Johnson from Joel Horland. Good answer. Well, it was a good question, but I don't think I really have a guess. I don't even have an educated guess. You can give us a hint, or we can ask you to let us know the answer. Bob Espromonte. Okay. Yeah. Bob Aspromonte. I'm looking at his record here. Yes, of course, he went to Atlanta, and he was on that Atlanta team. He was hurt for about a third of the season, for about 2/3 of the season. Great question. And we're back after another great question from Kathy. Thank you for that. That makes a lot of sense, Aspromonte. Well, we hit to the top of the third. Ken Johnson on the mound. Gibson will lead it off. It's 2-1 Houston on the 2-run home run by Merritt Renew. That's 3-2. Struck him out. Second for Johnson. Now Kurt Flood, the batter. Two 5 right-handed, base hit. Flood. Flood is on. He's a 1-13. 1-12, not held. Julian, the batter. Five, 6, right-handed, grounded to short. Lillis to Amalfitano at second, and then over to Larker at first for the inning-ending double play. No runs, 1 hit, none left. We move to the bottom of the third. Gibson on the mound, top of the order. Here is Bob Espromonte. He struck out in the first. 3-6, right-handed, double 1-4. It's a base hit off Gibson. Top of the fifth, we've got another one from Kathy Harden. Espromonte on first to lead it off. Here's Amalfitano now. He's hitting away. 3-5, right-handed, base hit up the middle. Flood -1. Espromonte will hold. Norm Larker, first and second, nobody out. Three 8 right-handed, base hit to left. Now this might score Espromonte. Aspro 1-14, 1-15, no holds. One to 14. I'll tell you what we're going to do. We're going to keep the bases loaded. If they can't score a run with bases loaded, no outs, the infield is playing back. They'll concede a run here. Pitch to Pendleton, 5-5, right-handed, hit well. Into the gap for a double. It's going to score at least 2. Espromonte comes home. Amalfitano comes home. Larker rounding third. One to 11. 1-10, 1-11 again. He'll hold. So it's second and third, and here's Mejias. Infield's in now. Second and third, no outs. 5-9 right-handed, struck him out. now here's Merritt Renew. Infield in again. Ah. 3-3, grounds it to first C. That's with the infield in. And he will hold as White takes it to the bag but checks the runner. Now it's 2 outs, and Al Heiss, the batter. Clutch situation, 2-8 right-handed, grounds it to third for Ken Boyer, and he throws it to White, and the side is retired. But 2 runs again for Houston off of Gibson. We move to the top of the 4th. Here's Johnson. Bill White leads it off. Boyer, Musial on deck. Whoa, that's a re-roll. That's 5-4 left-handed catcher X. Renew 4-9. That's 16-4. A pass ball and then a pop out. It doesn't even count really, I guess. Maybe it does. With no one on? Yeah. I don't think so, but in any case, it's 1 away. Hello, Ron. Great to see you, Ron. Here's Stan Musial. 112, lines it to second to Amalfitano, 2 outs for Ken Boyer. 5-9 right-handed, grounder to short X. Lilla's 324. 4-3, that's going to go through, base hits. Couldn't get it. Boyer is on with 2 down. 1-14, not being held. He's got the lead. Hello, Jim. Here's the pitch to Gene Oliver. 2-9 right-handed, struck him out. And that's the 3rd strikeout for Ken Johnson. No runs, 1 hit. The single by Boyer left on. Here's Gibson now. We'll see if he can settle down. It's 4-1 Houston. This is the rubber game of the 3-game series. Pitch to Lilla's 5-8 right-handed, struck him out. 4th for Gibson. Now Ken Johnson. Johnson bounced to second in the 2nd. That's 5-9 right-handed, struck him out. Number 5 for Gibson. And now Aspromonte, 1 for 2, singled and scored in the 3rd. 2-8 right-handed, grounds it to first. And White takes it to the bag. A 1-2-3 for Gibson. Now I want you all to get ready again for the question from Kathy. Wait for it now. Here it is. Of these A's sluggers, who did not hit 50 or more homers in a season for the team? Jackson, McGuire, or Fox, or Canseco? Which of these A's did not hit 50 or more home runs in a season for the A's? Hot Dog Jackson, McGuire, Jimmy Fox, he had, I think, 58, or Jose Canseco. And during the Yeah, and it was process of elimination. Thank you, Kathy. Uh, Hot Dog Jackson had 47. I think that might have been his high, and that was in 69. And I figured he didn't, and I figured that McGuire and Canseco did as a result of the steroid era. We're moving to the, I could be wrong about that, of course. I move to the top of the fifth now. It's a 4-1 ball game. Great question. Great question from Kathy Harden. Top of the fifth, Ken Johnson. He did allow a run in the first, otherwise he's settled down pretty much. Here's Minnie Mignoso leading it off, 2-6 right-handed, grounds it to short. 2 Lillis, 1 away. Now Julio go tie. Two 9. Right-handed struck him out. 4th for Ken Johnson. He's been tough today, and now here's Gibson with 2 outs, nobody on. He's an 8 NR. 3-10. Base hit Gibson off his own card. Gibson a 1-14 running. Kurt Flood the batter. 6-10 right-handed. Ballpark slash, neglected to right him, but now would be as good a time as ever to do so. In Houston. On a 6-10 right-handed slash, right-hander 1-4, and it's a liner to short, and that will retire the side. So Johnson, again, no runs. The single by Gibson left on. And we move to the bottom of the fifth. Joey Amalfitano to lead it off for Houston. 4-3 right-handed, grounds to first X. White 111. 3-1, takes it to, throws it to Gibson covering. 1 out. Here's Norm Larker. Larker 1 for 2. 4-5 left-handed, struck him out. Number 6 for Gibson. And then Jim Pendleton, the batter. That's 5-4 right-handed, grounder to third for Boyer. He throws to White, and it's a 1-2-3 for Gibson. It's 4-1 after 5. Johnson's first endurance is this inning. Top of the 6th, Julian the batter. Gibson's first is the 9th. 2-5 right-handed base hit, Julian. Julian 1-17, 1-15 with the lead. If he gets it. And Bill White steps in, with Julian being held closely at first. Pitch to White. That's 4-4 left-handed. Flies to center X. Heist 2-9. 1-2, drops in, double. Julian goes to third and holds. Now Johnson, one hitter walk away from fatigue. Who the hell is he? Oh yeah, Sakoti. I think he's non-carded. We'll see when we cross that bridge when we come to it. Yeah, Sakoti pitched in this game real world. We'll see. As a matter of fact, I could see how good he is right now. Okay, he's adequate enough. He only pitched 4 innings. Ay, ay, ay. Here's Stan the man. Second and third, no outs. Infield is playing it back with a 3-run lead. They don't want to open things up. Here's the pitch, 6-2, left-handed. And that is a liner to second, caught by Amalfitano. 1 out. And here's Boyer now. Infield still back. It's a crapshoot. 112 grounds it to short A. Second and third. Runners will hold. Oh, short. The runner will come in. 112. Right-handed, yes. Lillis throws it to first. Larker. And the runners advance. Julian comes in. So that makes it a 4-2 game, 2 outs. White on second. And Gene Oliver, the batter. 2-5 right-handed base, clutch situation reversal. Whoa, Johnson has lucked out there. It was a 2-5, and it's going to be a pop-up. It looks like a Texas leaguer. And shortstop Lillis in the outfield makes the catch. I have the freedom, creative freedom on those to do whatever I want. It was a 2-5 right-handed clutch reversal, as it was a clutch situation. So I think Houston should be satisfied. Only 1 run, 2 hits, second and third, no outs, 1 left. We move now to the bottom of the 6th. Gibson on the mound here. Roman Mejias to lead it off. That's a 5-5 right-handed hit well by Mejias. And that is gone. Off Gibson. I had confused Renew with Mejias, thinking he hit the home run just after the fact. And so Mejias hits one after all. Let's look at it again. Off Gibson, 5-5 right-handed, and home run 1-5. He's got the power, and it was a 5. And I remember now, that is the 3rd home run for Mejias. We had put 3 in and then taken it out. We do our home runs in real time. It makes it a 5-2 game for Renew. Gibson throws 2-10. That's a ballpark slash. Left-hander 1-13. Lines it to second. 1 out. Now Al Heiss, the batter. One 4 right-handed. That's a base hit to left for Heiss. Now here's Bob Lillis. 6-8 right-handed, grounded to short. This looks like it could be 2-go tie to Julian. And then over to White at first for the inning-ending double play, but another run for Houston. And Houston, now 5-2. You know, Houston came in 8th in real world, ahead of the Cubs in their first expansion year. The Cubs were that bad. We're heading to the top of the 7th. Here's Johnson. Again, Gibson's first endurance, the 9th. He's an 8 NR, better than some pinch hitters I could bring up. Minoso leads it off. Here's Johnson. That is a 5-10 right-handed grounder to short X. Lilla's 324. 19-3 throws him out. 1 down. And here's Julio Gotay. One 8 right-handed base hit Gotay. And we're going to have Gibson come in and hit. Oh, yeah. Gibson right-handed hitter, Gotay on first, 5-2 ball game. Pitch to Gibson, 6-9 right-handed, and that is a base hit for Gibson, his second of the ball game. Gotay goes to third and holds. First and third, 1 out. Infield back. Curt Flood, the batter. And Johnson has reached fatigue. Now that is the last chance. That's going to have to count. Nevertheless, with fatigue, it's 4-5 right-handed. Struck him out. Oh my. And I'll tell you what. Because of that, we're going to let him with fatigue pitch to Julian. This could end up biting him. And then we'll just hit for him next inning because he is tired. Here's the pitch to Julian. That's 1-9. Grounder to short. And Lillis throws him out, and the side is retired. No runs, 2 hits. And both left on. We are in the 7th inning stretch. That's going to be it for Ken Johnson. Johnson, the winner of record. Gibson, the loser. Johnson pitched 7, and he just got tired. 9 hits. He did not walk 1 batter. He struck out 5 and allowed 2 runs. And we will bring Cicotte in. Al Cicotte. There he is. Cicotte, right-hander. Eligible for the save. Cicotte, a record of 0-1. He allowed 1 run in 1 2/3. +9 hold, +5 max. When we come back, it's the, I don't know if it's the grandson or the nephew. Maybe someone can tell me. I do not want to look it up right now. There will be a hitter for Ken Johnson. Not because they need it, but because they're taking him out anyway. we will bring in Al Spangler to hit. Love to keep him in the game, but he's a 4. We're going to take a break for about 3 to 5 minutes. Spangler will be the pinch hitter, and Al Cicotte. Oh, and Gibson. I'm so sorry. What am I even doing? Gibson is the pitcher, sure. Cicotte comes in next inning. So this is what we're going to have. It's 5-2 Houston, heading to the bottom of the 7th. I'm Jeffrey Guterman, and this is the Strat-O-Matic Network. I'll be back in just a couple minutes. Well, we're back to start off the bottom of the 7th. And we have a question, top of the 8th, from Kathy Harden. Here's Al Spangler now, hitting for the tired Ken Johnson. 6-5 left-handed, grounder to short X. Go tie. 440. That's 24. He makes the play. A pretty play by Julio. Go tie. Now here's Bob Aspromonte, 1 for 3. Singled and scored. 4-5 right-handed, struck him out. Number 7 for Gibson. And Joey Amalfitano with 2 outs, nobody on. That's 3-6, right-handed, grounded back to Gibson, comebacker, got it, and throws to White, and it's a 1-2-3 inning. After 7, 5-2 Houston. Now we have top of the 8th here. Please wait for it now. It's coming. What breed of dog was originally bred by German tax collector for protection? What breed of dog was originally bred by a German tax collector for protection? I'm going to say the German Shepherd. Anybody else? No. We got a couple of schnauzers here. Got a couple of Dobermans. It is the Doberman. Jim and I got it. Great question, Kathy Harden. We're back. It's top of the 8th. And the new pitcher is Al Sacote. Al Sacote non-carded with the card viewer, right-handed pitcher. And leading it off is Bill White. Here's Sacote now. 3-7, right-handed, walked him. So White is on. Sacote was not bad. I could let you know if you want. He had a 3.86 ERA this year in 4.2 innings pitched. White is on first. 1-15, 1-20, 1-18, not being held. So White held that first. Here's Stan Musial. And the pitch 2-3, grounds it back to Sacote. He throws to second to force White. It's 1 out and Musial is on. Not being held. Here's Boyer. Right-hander, 5-4 right-handed. Grounder to third X. That's Aspromonte, 316, 13-3. It's going to be an E16 roll for Aspro. 316-12. That might be good. No, he boots it. Oh, my. I think that was he went too quick with it to try to throw it, and that's going to be an error for Bob Aspromonte. First and second, 1 out, and Gene Oliver coming up the tying run. Okay, Cicotte from the stretch. 3-3 slashed. Right-hander 1-4 lines it to short 2-way. They're getting some good breaks, the Colts. Now Mini Mignoso, clutch situation. 6-4 right-handed, and that's a fly to center X. Heist 2-9. 2-2 going through. Base hits. Musial scores. Boyer to third. And it's a 5-3 ball game. It's unearned. First and third, 2 down. And here's Julio Gotay. 1-4, grounds it to third for Aspromonte, and the side is retired. 1 run, though, on a walk, and then the error, and then the base hits. And that was the first error of this ball game. We're heading to the bottom of the 7th. Gibson has gone all the way. Norm Larker leading it off. That's 1-6 right-handed. Grounder to second, 1 out. Now Jim Pendleton. .312 right-handed. Grounder to second, 2 outs. And here's Mejias. .44 right-handed, catcher X. Oliver, 3-4. 7-3, pops it up. And Oliver makes the catch in fair territory. 1-2-3 again for Gibson. He's retired 7 in order. We move to the 9th. This is it for St. Louis. And Al Colt, the relative, I don't know if it was son, grandson, or what. Probably grandson or grandnephew, but whatever it is, there's going to be a hitter for Gibson. The batter will be Don Landrum. Don Landrum coming in to hit. So here's Landrum facing Al Cicotte. Cicotte. The pitch to Landrum. 4-5, left-handed. That's an end home run, but he has W power, Landrum. It's going to be a base hit. Same difference as far as I'm concerned. You need 2 runs. So Landrum, that was a clean end home run on Cicotte's card. I might as well show you that I'm not bullshitting you. I've got these cards, these non-carded cards from the Card Viewer app. Look at those home runs against left-handers. My God. He only pitched 4 innings. So Landrum is on 1-19, 1-24, 1-19 Max being held. And again, we there could be an argument to go for it. Where did I? Oh, here he is. One gets the lead on a 7, but I'm going to resist. Kurt Flood leads it off, comes up, I'm sorry. And Flood is the tying run at the plate. Okay, Colt from the stretch. Pitch to Flood, 3-5, grounds it to short. Lillis has it, throws to second to force Landrum. And Flood is safe on first, 1 out. And now Julian, the tying run at the plate. The pitch, 6-9, right-handed. Grounds it to short X. Lillis again, 324. 23. Lillis steps on the bag and throws it to first for the double play. And the ball game is over. What a game. The final, Houston 5, St. Louis 3. Johnson got the win, he's 2-1. Cicotte gets the save. Cicotte pitched 2 perfect innings, actually 2 not so perfect innings. He allowed no earned, 1 unearned, 2 hits, walked 1, struck out none. Gibson the loss. He's now 2-1. He pitched 8. 9 hits. He did not walk a batter. There was there was no walks. Struck out 7, allowed 5. Not the greatest day for Bob Gibson. The final line, Houston 5 runs, 9 hits, 1 error. St. Louis 3 runs, 11 hits, out hitting and losing. And no errors. I'm going to go ahead and put this one in the books. I want to thank everybody who was here. Yeah, there was another T there. Thank you, Jim. Thank you, Rick. Thank you very much. Thank you, Jim, Stack. Great to see you, Stack. Kathy Harden, super questions. Joel Horland, Andrew, and everybody else. Ron McGrath, of course. Sorry that your Cardinals lost. Looking ahead at the schedule, tomorrow at this time, 1 p.m. Eastern, will be Game 6 of the 1911 World Series. The next game in this replay will be Cleveland at Los Angeles, and that will go ahead and be on November 1 at 1 p.m. I'm working now on having my games at 1 p.m. because I think it satisfies more people rather than that early bird. I want to say stay strong, stay well. And I'll catch you all next time. This has been a broadcast of the Strat-O-Matic Network.